Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of Sacramento, California. If you guys are thinking about making the move to Sacramento, this is a video for you. We're going to examine some pros and cons to living in Sacramento, California. I love it. I made the move up here a while ago from the Bay Area and I do not regret it at all. But during my time in Sacramento, there's some pros and cons you need to know about before you make the jump. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so let's start with the cons. Number one is Sacramento can get super hot during summertime. If you are someone who does not like the heat, please test summertime in Sacramento before you decide to move here. It can get really hot, 115-degree days. That's just something that you kind of experience. It's definitely pool weather, but it's definitely hot. If you're someone who's just not used to that kind of heat, Sacramento might not be the spot for you. Okay, number two is 3 or 4 years ago, Sacramento was super affordable. It was fantastic comparatively towards the Bay Area. Now, Sacramento is definitely still affordable comparison to the Bay Area, but not as much as it used to be. A lot of people that we work with in the Bay Area are looking at stuff and it's not as affordable as it was maybe 2-3 years ago, and they're looking at it going like, you know, I'm not really used to these prices, or I'm not seeing exactly what I want to see for what I'm trying to buy. So Sacramento's affordability is a little bit in question, and you're probably seeing it on the MLS because it's low inventory and there's not a whole lot, so prices are kind of going up a little bit. So affordability definitely is one of those things in question. Now, is it affordable comparatively towards the Bay Area? Absolutely. Is it as affordable as it was 3 years ago? Absolutely not. It's definitely changed. And that's another con that a lot of people from Bay Area are experiencing as of late. Number three is wildlife. Guys, there is wildlife in Sacramento. I mean, you see all the time, we got rivers, we got lakes, we got mountains, all that kind of fun stuff, and hills. This comes with wildlife. I live in Gold River, for example, and there are turkeys kind of walking around when we walk our dog. There are skunks in the backyard. I see deer. There is wildlife. So just understand that if you move to Sacramento, wildlife is definitely part of the equation. So if you're someone who's not really familiar with wildlife, maybe you're living in downtown San Jose and you're moving out to Sacramento, guys, wildlife is a little bit part of the gig here in Sacramento. Okay, number four, and this is a big one, guys. The freeways here can be a little bit of a bear. Now, honestly, like, I have a brother who lives in Walnut Creek and I've gone down there. The freeway in the Bay Area is just another thing, but here we definitely are starting to get that congestion. The other thing too is if you guys are living on the 50 and you're trying to commute to the 80, those cross streets like Sunrise, like Hazel, they just can be really bare. So I'd say right now we're seeing a big traffic increase. If you're someone who lives in Folsom and you need to work in Roseville and you're thinking about doing the Traverse, like 9 o'clock, it's going to be packed. 5 o'clock, it's going to be packed. The 80 can get a little confusing with Business 80, the 65, all that kind of stuff. So our freeways aren't ideal. I actually got into a little bit of an accident a year and a half ago. Someone rear-ended me because there was a lot of stop and go traffic. So understand traffic is definitely getting a little bit worse in Sacramento, and you're going to see it if you're trying to do Sunrise or trying to do Bradshaw about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So traffic is getting up there. And number five, and this is a big one, a lot of people are seeing that Sacramento is getting a lot more shopping, a lot more restaurants. Now, it's good, but is it something that we can compare ourselves to the Bay Area as far as food options? Absolutely not. Not yet. There are great restaurants. There is some good shopping here, but it's nowhere near the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's just being transparent with you guys, and you know that's how we do it on this channel. The shopping is, though, getting better. You got the Roseville Galleria that has stores like Louis Vuitton. You got Restoration Hardware. You got like West Elm. You got some nice restaurants. A couple of restaurants have Michelin stars as well too, but we're definitely not at the level of like the Bay Area, like a North Beach or like downtown San Francisco. We are getting there, and there's definitely enough spots to go to, but you're going to find that you're probably going to be frequenting spots more and more often here in Sacramento, as opposed to having a diversity of selections of Italian restaurants, great steakhouse like they have in the Bay Area. Like I said, guys, we keep it transparent on this channel. Now, am I ever lacking in food options? Absolutely not. Downtown, the Midtown area, there's a great food option, but let's put it this way, guys. Back in the good old battle days, I lived on Nob Hill. I had so many food options. It was nuts. And at this point, Sacramento is getting there. Food options still need to get better, but we are moving in the right direction. I promise you that. And if you are someone who's thinking about moving to Sacramento, expect good things in the foodie scene in the future. Okay, now let's get to some of the pros. And these are some of the things a lot of people need to consider. Okay, number one, yes. We're not as affordable as 3 years ago, but still, comparatively towards the Bay Area, we are super affordable. I mean, for like $800,000, you can get a house house with a pool, 4 bedrooms, fantastic area. It's really, really nice. I mean, one of the main reasons I moved out here from Marin County was the fact that, like, you know, you can get maybe an 1,800 square foot house in Marin for like 1.5, and in Sacramento for the same amount of money, you could get maybe a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot house with a pool and a guest house. So the affordability here, you can definitely get a bigger bang for your buck. You can get those houses that you always saw on TV that you wanted, but if you're living in the Bay Area, you probably wouldn't think that you'd ever get the opportunity to own one. Number 2, and this is a huge one, outdoor activities in Sacramento are absolutely huge. We got the American River, we got Sacramento River, we got Folsom Lake, we got Lake Nimbus areas where we got Sailor Bar, we got the American River Parkway, and also the biggest outdoor activity that I love is we actually get to enjoy our pools. Yes, it does get to be 115-degree weather, but so many people in Sacramento have swimming pools and enjoy them at a whole new level. It's just fantastic, guys. I mean, during summertime, what we Sacramentoans do is usually fire up the Traeger, jump in our swimming pool, throw in our TVs in the backyard and enjoy it. So the outdoor activity in Sacramento is crazy. There's a huge bicycle community. Guys, if you're an outdoor enthusiast, guys, Sacramento does not disappoint at all. When I first thought of Sacramento back in the good old battle days before I moved out here, I kind of thought Sacramento was flat, it was dry, and there wasn't a whole lot to do. The diversities of area in Sacramento is just crazy. You have golf course communities, you have houses on the water, you have like everything that you possibly want. Anything that I've ever had a client in the Bay Area say to me, like, I want to be close to this, we've been able to make it happen. These golf course communities with man-made lakes are fantastic. If you're someone who likes to mountain bike or to bike, Gold River, the American River Parkway is fantastic. If you're someone who wants a house with a boat dock, oh, you got like West Sacramento, you have River Park. There are so many areas, guys. The diversity of areas, the diversity of lifestyles in Sacramento, second to none. And this is a huge one because we are our own little type of economy. And in Sacramento, I've never seen such a good diversification of jobs before. We are the state capital, so we have so many state jobs. And as you know, if we are entering a recession or if we finish with the recession, I don't even know where we are at this point, jobs are super huge, and jobs are a huge equation as to a recession. Sacramento has state jobs. We have also a lot of medical jobs with Kaiser. We've got Dignity Health. We've got Sutter Health. We have UC Davis Medical Center. Guys, medical jobs are huge. We also education jobs as well too. Elk Grove Unified School District is one of the largest job providers. We also have tech. We have Intel. We have HP. We have Micron. We have Oracle. We have Amazon. We have Apple. We have great tech as well too. Our diversification of jobs is fantastic. So if you're saying to yourself, man, you know what? I'm thinking about moving out to Sacramento, but like, you know, we're thinking about maybe we're hearing talks about a recession. We need to get a solid job market around us. Sacramento is a great bet. Now, guys, these are some of the pros and cons that my conversations with on the phone with clients kind of hit right into. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. These are true pros and cons of the area. Like I said, guys, I made the move from Marin County, from the Bay Area to Sacramento. I didn't know what I was going to encounter. These are some pros and cons that I hit along the way. And guys, I love Sacramento. I wouldn't want it any other way. And hopefully this video helped you guys. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video on the pros and the cons of Sacramento, California. In fact, if you could, comment down below and let me know your favorite pro about living in Sacramento, California, even if it's not anything that I mentioned. Again guys, this channel is for you. It's about Sacramento, California, getting you a little bit in the know of what's going on in Sacramento if you plan on moving here. Now I've got more content for you. That's right. Right up here, I got another fantastic video to give you a little bit more of the 411 to Sacramento, guys. Enjoy. This is Mark. See you next time.